this nigga Muscle Man's like, yo, bro, why the fuck are you not excited, my nigga? I mean, he probably didn't say the N-word, but you know, you get what I'm saying.
Death Kwon-Do technique called the Death Punch and prepares to
Yo, he didn't even touch that shit and it shattered. And he wanted to do this on his friend. You're not a good friend. Hey, yo, why is he double cheeked up? Why did they show this on Cartoon Network?
It's hard to see you doing so great. I guess I always kind of liked that I was doing better than you before.
What? Regular Show was always one of those shows that showed a relatable bond between two brothers. But one of those brothers was clearly an asshole. I'm talking about Mordecai. He routinely put bitches. He routinely put the validation of women over his mans. He is quite literally the definition of an L-man. So we're gonna watch a video detailing every single instance where Mordecai was an L-man. These episodes will make you hate Mordecai by Corin. Let's go.
I think it's pretty clear that Regular Show has one of the best casts out of any animated show in history. I remember when I first started watching this show, I thought the characters not only had unique designs, but also had interesting personalities that made them all stand out. And as I got older, I started to feel like I really resonated with many of the characters more than when I was watching as a kid. But even though I love many of these characters in this show, there's always been one character that I've always had a weird relationship with, and that was Mordecai. Because if I'm being honest,
I loved and hated Mordecai at the same time.
Mordecai was one of my favorite characters, especially in the earlier seasons. But I remember as the show would start to get into the later
seasons, this nigga was like ultra simping for Margaret, bro.
Even though I couldn't exactly
ultra simping for Margaret, and Margaret didn't even like him until he moved on. That's how girls be, bro. Y'all ever start talking to a girl and y'all like taking it seriously, and as soon as y'all really start taking it seriously, that's when every other girl want to hit you up.
On what it was, I would begin to really dislike Mordecai as a character. And it was only after I revisited Regular Show again, now that I'm in my 20s, that I was able to realize something that was so obvious. Mordecai kind of sucks. And after I realized this, you wouldn't believe my surprise.
Ew!
That I'm not.
Wait, he usually doesn't even wear anything, bro. Just go in there commando.
Wait, as a large portion of.
Hey, yo, why is he double cheeked up? Why did they show this on Cartoon Network?
Hate Mordecai. And while he still has his fans, it seems like many of them, as well as casual watchers, don't understand the mortal hate.
Yeah, y'all looking at that bird yacht
train. So,
shit.
In this video, I'm gonna go over a couple episodes that
he
really
was a
made
terrible
me
boyfriend
and will probably make you.
What makes someone's work a work of art?
What? Wait, hold on. What makes someone's work a work of art? Probably this fucking skip button.
Mordecai. Now, something that gets looked over a lot when people talk about Mordecai's character is just how scummy of a friend he really was. And look, don't get me wrong, Mordecai does have moments where he's actually a good friend. For example, when he won the Excellent Challenge so that he could win the trucker hat for Rigby to get him out of his coma. But while Mordecai does do some big things like this that make him seem like a good friend, a lot of people ignore his day-by-day trash behavior. Let's take a look at how he treats Rigby, for example. And no, I'm not going to use the infamous "I'll kill you" scene
like shit, bro. He literally killed his mans for some pussy. He literally killed his mans. This is his best friend for some pussy.
The episode, it's time.
Stay away from people like this, yo.
The knock against him.
Because
what a lot of people forget about that scene is while Mordecai did push Rigby off the microwave, Rigby pushed Mordecai first, and Rigby was the reason they were even on the microwave, as Rigby jumped on Mordecai.
That's true. That's true. I can't leave lie. That's true. They're both bad friends. I can't even lie. They deserve each other.
You wasn't supposed to be taken serious, as Rigby had told that to Mordecai multiple times throughout season 1. And clearly the instant regret Mordecai had on his face when he saw Rigby fade into nothing showed that he wasn't intentionally trying to hurt Rigby. Or at least he wasn't in that moment, because if we go to the season 1 episode Death Punchies, it tells a completely different story.
Oh shit, Death Kwon-Do.
And Mordecai getting a new video game, and obviously after getting the new game, they want to start it up and start playing. And right as the two go to pick their characters, they begin to argue over who's going to be player 1. Both of them want to be player 1 because player 1 has a shovel, while player 2 has a quote-unquote sucky pickaxe.
Wait, pickaxes are fire. What the fuck's wrong with the pickaxe? Yo, Shadow Kirby, what's good, gang? How you feeling?
To settle who gets to be
under the stream,
player 1, Mordecai suggests that they both play punchies, a game where whoever punches the other one the hardest wins. Rigby goes first by throwing his punch, which doesn't even phase Mordecai. Mordecai then takes his turn by punching Rigby all the way across the sofa with the biggest smile on his face. Rigby then complains about
how like pure joy to inflict pain on your friend.
How it's unfair that every time they have to decide something, Mordecai makes them play punchies because he knows there's no way that he can beat Mordecai. The episode then then follows Rigby as he tries to find a way to beat Mordecai in punchies. He then learns a Death Kwon Do technique called the Death Punch and prepares to
he didn't even touch that shit and it shattered. And he wanted to do this on his friend. You're not a good friend.
Match Mordecai. But Mordecai learns about Rigby's plan and goes to
he fucked up the whole room like that.
the same Death Kwon Do dojo.
Why would you? Okay, if you're gonna practice, at least don't practice in the comfort of your own home. You're destroyed his whole room.
On a technique to keep Rigby from beating him at punchies. The two then have a
Oh my god, what is up with regular show, bro?
To learn a
You could be going. It could be this shit literally started with them deciding, who should be player 1, player 2 on a video game. Look what happened to the scenery.
From beating him at punchies.
My nigga, look at the fucking park, bro. Look at the fucking park, bro. This whole thing started over them like wanting to be player 1. This whole thing. I could never live in the regular show universe because a little argument or disagreement could lead to something like this, bro. I can't. Mordecai low-key a bad friend too. Exactly. They deserve each other at this point. But what's good, Wolfgang Chaos? How you feeling? First time chatter. Welcome to the stream, gang.
The two then have a Death Kwon Do showdown as Rigby uses the Death Punch and Mordecai uses the Death Block. And as you could guess, Mordecai's Death Block cancels
it's crazy. There are niggas who unironically dress like this in real life.
Out Rigby's Death Punch, leaving them both at a stalemate. But Rigby doesn't give up, continuing to spam the Death Punch over and over to the point where him and Mordecai are in an underground crater.
They gotta start putting these niggas in like verses. I want to see Mordecai and Rigby versus Finn and Jake on Death Battle.
With lava flow.
I guarantee Mordecai and Rigby was solo, bro.
Again. And while Mordecai is telling Rigby to stop, Rigby refuses until he beats Mordecai at punchies. It's then that we get a montage of Mordecai beating up Rigby throughout the years through several games of punchies. And when
he just can't wait, that's not punchies. That is not punchies.
Rigby throughout the years
that is not punchies. I'm not doing. I would never do this to my mans. I would never do this to my friend, bro. What the fuck? Do you see the utter joy and excitement he has kicking this nigga in his nuts and manhood? He's like, no more kids for you, Rigby. You're not okay. You need help. Please get it.
And when Mordecai
look at his fucking eyes. Nah, let's go back to that.
Let's
go back to that. Hold on.
Several games of punchies.
This nigga, look at his eyes, bro. His eyes look like damn, I don't even know, bro. His eyes look like motherfucking Play-Doh, bro. Big ass mouth, bro. His whole, nigga, his head's built like a damn dingaling, bro. I don't know what's up with Rigby.
And when Mordecai realizes that Rigby won't stop until he wins a game of punchies, Mordecai lets him win and they both escape. Okay, now, so let's take a look at how Mordecai treats his friend in this episode. So we know from this episode that
Pops, what the fuck?
Let's take a look at how Mordecai
I think that, I deadass think this was foreshadowing like how strong Pops is. He set that nigga flying, bro. He set that nigga flying, bro.
Rigby is the weakest person in the park. Because when Rigby says that he can never beat Mordecai at punchies, Mordecai says this.
Dude, you don't beat anybody at punchies.
Now from this clip, it's obvious that Mordecai not only knows that his friend is physically weaker than him, but also takes advantage of the fact that he can physically bully Rigby around. Mordecai purposely picks a game that he knows that Rigby could never beat him in so that he can consistently have his way. But not only does he beat Rigby at punchies, he takes joy in the fact that he can physically beat up Rigby. I mean, look at this clip. Does this look like someone who's just playing a game with
just crying? Oh my god, bro. Yo, this is the type of, this is like big brother, little brother type of thing, bro. Nigga got his hands behind his back. Oh, yo, this is just bullying, bro. This is just bullying, nigga. This is not funny.
Friend. And we see in this episode that Mordecai can
Flash versus Flash, you versus Pops in a fight. Pops got that shit, bro. I'm not going anywhere near Pops. He got that. That man is a cosmic being.
Rigby would rather die being burnt by lava than let Mordecai win another game of punchies. And the craziest part is, this isn't even the worst time Mordecai was a complete jerk to Rigby. In the season 6 episode Live for Trebek, Mordecai and Rigby are working when CJ pulls up to pick up Mordecai early. Mordecai then asks Rigby if he can cover for him so that he can go with his girlfriend, and Rigby, trying to be a good friend, says yes.
Bro, this man literally did all of the work for them this entire week. He was tired, exhausted, And then Mordecai took all the credit.
It's another day where Mordecai and Rigby are working, and Mordecai asks Rigby out the blue if he can cover for him so that he can take CJ to a movie. Rigby, being a little bit more reluctant this time, still agrees and says yes. We then cut to yet another day of Mordecai asking Rigby if he can cover for him again so that he can go do something with CJ. And Rigby, even
What's
though
good,
he doesn't
Toki,
want to,
yo?
still
How you
trying
feeling,
to
my
be a
boy?
good friend, says yes. We then cut to a park meeting where Benson's handing out everybody assignments. And Benson tells Mordecai that he needs him to help Rigby change light bulbs, to which Rigby says that he can do it on his own. Rigby is then laughed at by everybody and is told without Mordecai he would be
I'm not gonna lie. Rigby got done so dirty. They underestimated Rigby so much in this show because, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he is a dickhead. He's a fucking asshole, but he's still a capable human being. I mean, I was about to call him a human being. This nigga's a fucking raccoon, bro. He's still a capable coon.
Useless.
All right, he's a capable
and Rigby,
coon.
looking for his best friend to back him up and say that he's useful, has to sit in front of everybody and hear this.
You're basically the opposite of useful pretty much anytime we do anything.
But that's not
What? After he covered for you all those days? Yeah, yo.
not even the
At this point, I'm not your friend, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You're not my man.
craziest part
You're
about
not
this
my
moment.
man.
The craziest part is when Rigby
weird.
brings up how he's been covering for Mordecai for almost a week now. Mordecai says this.
Well, I mean, it's the least you could do.
Like
The
there's genuine
least you can do. I was about to say punch him, but he can't win in any games to punch you, so.
no way I could be
Margaret still ain't let bro smash. Yo, exactly, bro.
friends with someone after
You
they
did
told
not
me this.
tap at
Rigby
all,
ends up quitting
bro.
a job at the park and he ends up getting a job at a moving company where you have to lift
Ew!
everything with your back.
Ew! This nigga has abs and pectorals on his back. This is not what back muscles are supposed to look like.
And even though Rigby does hate
Nigga
the
built like Wario.
job, he's sticking through with this so that he can get his first paycheck to rub in Mordecai's face to show that he actually is useful.
Yo, Eileen was such a fucking G, bro. Eileen stood behind Rigby's back for so long, bro. For so long, bro. I wish Mordecai was a crow so he can have less leeway. That's a crazy joke. That's a crazy joke, and I'm here for it.
At the end of the episode, Rigby has to move an entire truck by himself to get his first paycheck. And Eileen, who's been supporting Rigby throughout this entire time, brings Mordecai because she wants them to make
Eileen's
up.
a way
Rigby
better
then
friend
begins
than
to
Rigby,
argue with
bro.
Mordecai, saying that Mordecai
Flash
only
throwing
uses
it
him and
back.
treats him
Okay,
like
what did you
trash.
miss? No, you did not miss that because I didn't do it. All right, it never happened.
Rigby, help me get a girlfriend. Let me borrow your time machine, Rigby. Rigby, I found a dumb sweater and I gotta return it. All you do is use me, man.
But I never asked you to do those things.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
The craziest part about Mordecai saying this is, if you've watched all the regular show, you know that he's lying. Mordecai consistently asks favors from Rigby, and Rigby, oftentimes trying to be a good friend, tries to help Mordecai out. But Mordecai is so self-centered.
Yeah, I would have swung on Mordecai if like this was really my man's, bro. I'm
that
not gonna
even
lie.
when someone is consistently doing favors for them, he will look them in their eyes and tell them that's the least that they can do. And I think what I hate most about this episode is that although Eileen had good intentions, she says this.
Eileen, why'd you bring that guy here?
Because you guys are friends and you always support each other.
But the problem
That's
with this
cap.
statement is, it's
That's
not
cap.
true. Mordecai almost never supports Rigby when it's actually something important. Let's jump all the way to the season 7 finale, Rigby's graduation day special. One of the
my gosh, this is a doozy. Stay tuned for this one. Stay tuned for this one. Oh my gosh,
many plot points
this one pissed me off so.
to season 7 was Rigby going back to school so that he could finally graduate. And this episode follows Rigby as he prepares to give a graduation day speech and the rest of the park members preparing for Rigby's graduation day party. And throughout this episode, you see that everybody's all excited for Rigby. Everybody's doing their best
Except
to make
Mordecai,
sure that Rigby has
bro.
the best graduation.
Even this nigga Muscle Man. Muscle Man doesn't smile worth a damn for anything in his life. Muscle Man, if anything, hates everything in the damn world. But he's here to celebrate his I can't talk because my mind's so flooded. He's preparing and excited to celebrate his friend's accomplishment. And this fucking bird can't even be that thankful to realize, like, yo, my man's, he's going through this. He literally just graduated. This is a big accomplishment. And he's not excited. Look at his face. You see the shame and the guilt and disgust. And this nigga Muscle Man's like, yo, bro, why the fuck are you not excited, my nigga? I mean, he probably didn't say the N-word, but, you get what I'm saying.
Graduation party. Everybody's so happy. except for Mordecai. Mordecai throughout this episode is consistently blowing off Rigby. He's consistently acting like he doesn't want to help with Rigby's graduation party. And when Rigby reaches out to Mordecai multiple times asking him for help with his graduation day speech, Mordecai tells Rigby that he needs to learn how to do stuff on his own and blows him off. Even though Rigby had been doing stuff on his own for almost the entire season. And it's only after Rigby completely fails at giving his speech the first time around, almost embarrassing himself in front of everybody that he knows.
You know what? No, it's fine. That's a memory right there. Who cares?
Mordecai actually comes up to Rigby and tells him why he's been acting the way he's been acting. And this was Mordecai's whole justification of why he's been blowing off his best friend on one of the most important days of his life.
It's hard to see you doing so great. I guess I always kind of liked that I was doing better than you before.
What? Do you know how wicked that is to say to your friend? Do you really know how wicked that is to say to your friend? Oh, damn, man. Now, I always liked that I was doing better than you, but damn, now that I see you're doing decent in life, fuck, man, I can't stand it. You're supposed to be a bum. Why are you not doing worse than me? This is the type of friend you do not want near you, bro. You do not want near you at all, bro. If my friend is successful, if he's doing something good in his life, I'm happy as fuck for that nigga. Hell, I'm even more happy than if something good were to happen to me, nigga. That's me. That's me, at least. I don't know. How would you guys react in this situation? Let me know. Let me know.
Mordecai liked the fact that he was better than Rigby, and when Rigby looked like he was going to be on the same level as Mordecai, Mordecai couldn't handle it. Now tell me, does that actually sound like a real friend, someone that you would want to have around you, or does that just sound like a hater disguised as a friend? Rigby's graduation day should have had nothing to do with Mordecai. It should have been a celebration of Rigby's hard work and accomplishments. But all Mordecai could think about is how it makes him look worse by comparison.
That's you, Flash. And no, this is not detracted to you, Flash, exactly how you act. What are y'all talking about?
But
you're talking about the chicken eater. Okay.
I promise you, this isn't even the best example of how Mordecai will take something that has nothing to do with him and try to make it completely revolve around him. In the season 6 finale dumped at the altar, the episode starts off with Mordecai confused about what to do after he finds out that Margaret has feelings for him, even though he's with CJ. Mind you, while Mordecai's focusing on a
piss me off, bro.
love triangle,
This
everybody
man always stayed on Margaret's dick, bro.
is preparing for Muscle
Margaret
Man's
didn't
wedding.
even have
We
one,
then
and he
fast
stayed
forward
on
to
it.
the actual day of the wedding, and Mordecai's still caught up on his love triangle.
And he's
even though
over here looking at her fucking
we then
bird
fast forward to
toes.
the actual day of
You
the wedding,
horny
and Mordecai's
bastard! Why you looking at her bird toes?
still caught up on his love triangle, even though he's supposed to be helping set up for the wedding. Fast forward again in the episode, and Muscle Man is freaking out because he says he won't get married until he reads the letter that Muscle Dad wrote for him. Mordecai and Rigby are then assigned to go to Muscle Man's trailer and find the actual letter. And while looking for
Bro, this is
Mordecai
how
and Rigby
he's
are then assigned to
living.
go
This is how he's living, my nigga. Did fucking Kurama mess up this couch?
to Muscle Man's
Bro,
trailer and
this
find
shit
that-
looks like the damn bunker in 60 seconds, bro. Straight up douchebag. Just looking back at the show, Mordecai was a dick, straight up douchebag. Wait, Margaret is female? How does that make sense? What the fuck you mean, Margaret? I want to see Margaret throw back. Okay, y'all tweaking.
the actual
Y'all
letter.
bugging. What the
And
fuck
while
y'all
looking
talking
for the
about?
letter, Mordecai talks to Rigby about his relationship issues, and Rigby tells Mordecai that he just needs to trust his gut. The two end up finding the letter and rush back to the ceremony to give it to Muscle Man to read. But Muscle Man is so emotional, he says that Mordecai has to be the one to read
He
it.
wants Mordecai to read you. Why does he look like this, bro? Yo, it looks like he got like he took a fat ass hit of the J,
To him out loud.
and then no, wait, hold on, let's go back.
But
wait.
Muscle Man is so emotional, he says that
It
Mordecai
looks
has
like
to be the one to
it
read
looks like he took a fat ass hit of the J, and now he's just paranoid as fuck. He's just paranoid as fuck. Doesn't know what to do. This nigga overthinking. You read it, man.
it to him out loud. And Mordecai does read the letter, which then gives Muscle Man the strength to start the wedding back up again. But before they can continue the ceremony, Mordecai hijacks the wedding by grabbing a microphone and going on a rant about finding his true love and not knowing if
Bro, oh my god, yo, this man literally made his friend's wedding about him, and then dumped the girl that he's currently with to say that he loves a girl who's also there in front of both of them at the same time. Get off the stage, please.
His
Get off the
cellmate is
stage. We don't
even
want you there.
in the audience. Mind you, his girlfriend is literally in the audience listening and watching.
Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie. If I was CJ, I'm crashing out on this nigga, bro. I'm
all of this
murdering
happened.
This nigga, like, you're dying. You're fucking dying, bro.
And as you could guess, CJ gets up and storms out
I'm becoming that motherfucking cloud, striking this nigga down.
crying. And Muscle Man,
Wait. Who the fuck was that?
all of this happened.
Wait.
And as you
No,
could
no,
guess,
no.
CJ
Wait.
gets
Is that
up and
death,
storms
nigga?
out-
Wait, okay. Who is this damn eraser built ass nigga? Who is this? Is this Pops' brother, nigga? Who is this?
Crying.
And why is this? Let me stop.
And Muscle Man calls out Mordecai for hijacking his wedding while everybody's looking at Mordecai like the jerk he is. Because this man didn't
It's
know
good
which
that they
girl he
kicked him
wanted
out.
to be with, even though he
It's
already
very,
had a
very good that they
girlfriend.
kicked him out.
And his best friend Rigby
deserve
told him
that
to
shit.
trust his gut. He thought the best thing to do was to hijack one of his closest friends' weddings after reading the emotional message that his dead dad wrote for him for his wedding day. I don't know about y'all, but I don't think it gets any more self-centered than that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I can't even understand how you
At that point, cut this man off. Cut him
Like
off.
Mordecai's
I'm cutting you off immediately after some shit like that, bro.
character.
I don't know what goes on in your mind to even think that some shit like that is okay.
And what I think the worst part about
He's
Mordecai's
like, oh no, I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm dealing with my emotions.
character
You deserve to get slapped, bro. I wish Muscle
he
Man
never-
would have crashed out in that exact
never
moment.
really gets any real repercussions for the stuff that he does. Like, even after he hijacked Muscle Man's wedding, nobody really told him anything. And it's like Mordecai acts like a jerk time after time again, and he just says, I'm sorry for it, and
And
the
this
audience
nigga just exposes his booty cheeks in front of his
supposed
girlfriend's entire
to
family,
just take
bro.
that. Look, all I can say is we're Team Rigby over here. But if you made it to the end of the video, please hit the like
Honestly, I like Rigby way better than Mordecai.
button as it pushes the
I honestly, they're both terrible friends. They're both fucking horrible friends, in my opinion. But they deserve each other. They're both horrible in their own ways, but they're together for a reason. Anyways, I appreciate everyone that watched this video. Shout out to Corin for this video. This video is amazing. Like and subscribe. Go watch the original video if you want to. Appreciate you guys for watching. Pop out to the Twitch. Watch my boxing documentary. I'm trying to get on Misfits or Aiden Ross's Brand Risk. I want to fight in an arena. And I'm going to. We're going to do it. Appreciate you for watching. Goodbye. I got the notification that this man was in New York.
No, let's see like a couple jobs.
I started shadow boxing and he immediately said that my boxing was ass.
Ass, straight ass.
I really thought to myself, how could I catch this big megamind looking ass nigga's attention? A good friend of mine came forth with an idea.
If he's dedicated enough, he can do whatever he wants to do.
Because I know people underestimate me. Because they don't know me. Why wouldn't they underestimate me?
He in his face.
I bet.
This how you get knocked out.
Alright.
There's no knockout back there. Whose case I right?
Fuck no, nigga.